vampire hunters, and you can build them up and become one of them and then fight the vampires. So the story has two paths to it.
And so you can go either way. Do you have one that you're partial to? Are you a Dawnguard man? Or are you a block out the sun?
I'm a little bit of a Dawnguard man myself. I like using the new crossbows. They're really, really fun to play with. They use the same perk tree as our arrows do, bows and arrows do, but they shoot a little faster, they're more accurate, and they can knock back your opponents. It's a really fun way to play the game.
That seems like a good crowd control mechanism.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're checking out some B-roll of the game right now. Who are these characters we're walking around with?
So here you've just entered the Dawnguard base, Fort Dawnguard, and it's this hidden castle, in the southern part of the map. And you can see they're recruiting new members to fight against the vampires, this new threat. And you can join up and gather members and go out and fight the vampires yourself.
Well, here we see the crossbow, not only for shooting vampires.
Yeah, so here we actually added mounted combat and crossbows, and this is your summon mount that you can free from the Soul Cairn, an all-new Oblivion realm that you get to explore.
The Soul Cairn?
Yeah, so it's the realm of trapped souls, and during the story you'll go there in search of an Elder Scroll, and if you do some of the side content there, you can free this horse Arvak and summon him whenever you want and ride around on the world on a flaming horse.
A flaming horse that doesn't burn you, fortunately.
Correct.
But does it scorch your enemies? Is the horse involved in, can you, run down an enemy as part of mounted combat?
He will fight for you a little bit, but the main benefit is you can call him to you at any time you want. You can just summon him right there.
Nice. That is handy. And here we're getting a look, presumably, at vampire mode.
Yeah, so this is the Vampire Lord form. You can teleport around in bats, and it's a really good way to maneuver while you're fighting. The Vampire Lord is a really powerful spellcaster, has a lot of new abilities, the Drain Life spell, and here you're summoning a gargoyle. That's one of the new perks that you can unlock, and he does a lot of combat for you. You're primarily a spellcaster, so the gargoyle is helpful to do a lot of melee, offensive.
Draw some aggression from your foes, so you can stay back and work your
And here, if you walk around, you can attack your enemies with claws and biting attacks.
Or throw them into the sky.
And that power is one of the most powerful Vampire Lord abilities. It's called Vampiric Grip. And you can drag people over to you and just shoot them off into the sky, all the while you're draining their health.
Really? Extra bonus to just getting to see them ragdoll and land on a roof.
Yes.
That seemed like something that you maybe got out of the mod community or something. Or actually from the shouts. The ability to throw and propel your enemies through space is just such a satisfying part of combat in Skyrim.
It's incredibly rewarding.
So folks Darks J on Twitch is asking about a female version of the Vampire Lord. Does the character model change at all depending on your
there's a completely different model depending on if you play male or female.
Oh. So this is the first DLC for Skyrim. And this is about well over 6 months after the game's release. Now, previously, say with Fallout 3, you guys released smaller DLC packs sooner, 2 months after the original release. Is there a reason you guys waited this long, or sort of what's the benefits of giving that kind of space?
So when we started looking at doing Dawnguard, we decided, we wanted to add something more substantial to the game. We wanted to not only improve the game of Skyrim, but add this whole new story about vampires. And so this downloadable content is much bigger than what we've done in the past for Fallout.
And so size, hour-wise, if you're going to complete the vampiric quest, block out the sun, how many hours is that going to take you, give or take?
So the main quest takes about 10 to 20 hours, depending how quickly you can move through it, and there's a lot of additional side content as well. So you can keep playing it and get a lot out of the game.
Now, previously, vampires, they're in Skyrim. You definitely encounter them. You do battle with them. But now you're really getting into, they have sort of an organized society. You're getting into those dark rituals that you've busted up so many times in so many caves. What's a vampire personality like? Well,
so Harkon, the main vampire in this game, he's looking to end the tyranny of the sun, and he's recruiting you to be his agent. So has his own sinister motivations. So you can join with him to help him do that, or take more of the traditional hero route and become a vampire hunter. But additionally, all the vampires we have in the game, we went back and added a new look to them and new abilities. We mixed in some new creatures, so this is sort of an overhaul to vampires in general, even if they aren't on part of the story of Dawnguard.
All right.